have what you can get. The predictability of what's coming out of the mine right now simply isn't that known because it's such a new gemstone. So again, that is also driving price naturally. And we're already at $350 to $400 a carat.
That's for an opener. That's
for
pretty
an opener, right?
Pretty high.
When was the last gem that you heard that was discovered that goes onto the market at anywhere above, say, $200 a carat?
Yeah, that is, you know, something. Everybody, if you do want to pre-order, we are open for pre-orders. We're going to definitely do that for you.
Okay.
We are going to do it for you because the thing is, I think when it comes to colour change, gemstones, that's for a collector, a connoisseur, an aficionado, someone, that is what you're looking for. You're wanting that. And by the way, all these gemstones do that delineation. They literally go from red to green. They are extraordinary. However, I think you're going to want to pick the design that you want. So let's open it up for everybody so that you can pick through the design you want. But the second that you can get your pre-orders done, please do. The one you see on screen, the Alhambra almost design that you're looking at, the Van Cleef Alhambra, please, 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 can you just be quick with this one? We've just been using it as the example. A lot of people are really, really keen to get it. So it is up and running. In fact, we can open the phones for it. There is, you want to mention though, something else, I think.
One of the few phenomenal gemstones that Mother Nature owns. But looking at Levian and looking at, I mean, these guys are designers that are setting the trend for the world.
They're forecasting, aren't
they? The number one thing, I've got made a few notes here of what you're looking for. I mean, what Levian is saying are the trends of 2020. Number one on the list. Number one on the list here.
Let me just look at that again. Okay, so they do different categories, don't they? Have a look at this. Feature of the year. So that's the feature. So that's what they've cited. Now, if you have a look at the trend forecast, here it is.
Perfect,
there you go.
Perfect. You're one step ahead of me, Ray.
There you go. This is 2020. So Phenomena Gemstone. The middle, there we go. There it is in the center bottom. Phenomenon Gemstones. Now, when Levian get behind something, it happens. May I remind you that Levian got behind the south of Madagascar. So if you think where the south of Madagascar was in relation, we had this one spinning away because we were using it to sort of talk over, I guess. So a lot of people have had the chance to fall in love with it. Look at it in its natural, I mean, this is just, you know, normal lighting, mixed lighting here in the studio. But I tell you what, this is the same one that you put that candle to it. And it's, by the way, it's been filmed by my director in the gallery. Thank you, Ian. I think you need a shout out for this one.
He certainly does. Well done, Ian.
There we are. There he is. Say hello to you. That's it. Thank you.
There he is.
So he's the guy that filmed this morning. And it is just extraordinary. It just literally is green and red.
It really is green and red. I mean, it offers you, if you were to show most people that, they would assume it is Alexandrite just based on that colour change. You certainly would, right?
I would.
But more importantly, for any of you at home, I just mean, just look and please focus on this individual design. You're getting 1.6 carats of this material. It again has perfect transparency, okay, which is very, very important when you are trying to help with that color change. But more importantly, it's that saturation of color. It's that saturation of that gorgeous kind of green color that you are getting there that has helped transmit into that red.
So, I don't know, 200, 300 grand for that stone that we originally showed you way back when Russian Alexandrite was a thing that we could get hold of. I don't even know what that'd be worth now, to be fair. I don't just like to guess.
Yeah, but pick a number.
Yeah, how many zeros have we got?
Pick a number.
We're at 399.
So when you're talking about the finest, the AAA quality, right, just think about what you can pay for lower grade Tanzanite to the AAA quality. It's a big jump, right?
You've got it at 149. These are brilliant prices, but you've got to get in quick. That's the only thing. 2 sizes have already gone. We're looking at, we've got 149 per gemstone. No, that's 149 total lot. Jacqueline, Julie, there's absolutely loads of you. The competition is huge. The phone lines are absolutely almost on lockdown already. Don't forget, this is the first cab off the ranks, so it means that everybody is using this, obviously this price, to kind of have a good guesstimate, a good understanding of where the one that you put in your basket is going to go. I'm very sure that £149 is going to give you confidence. We are now, and I'm so sorry about this, but when we have auctions like this, the first auction, the first cab off the ranks is always the one that kind of delineates the price.
Yeah.
And not only does it get busy on the phones immediately for this auction, but then everyone goes, right, if that one is this price, bang, I'm buying my one, I'm buying the one that I want. 4 left in the world. Right, can we read a list of hopeful, potential, maybe possible names? Tom's going to help us out here. So it might be, and these are not guarantees, so just because we're reading out your name, it is not a guarantee. These are the people that we're asking, please stay on the phones, okay? Because it is just absolutely incredible. Right, next up, because they're flying. I don't know which one to go for. There's so many. Oh, stop doing this to me. There's too many sold. Which one? This one.
If you're just joining us, you're going to have to be quick, right? Because it's the first time in our history that we've ever been able to bring you a gemstone with this colour change.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, have you?
Toby,
have you?
2 Russian Alexandrites of this size now. Can you imagine the price? 60 points each. What
Good
do you
luck.
reckon?
I mean, get your checkbook out, because I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, you
look at the colour
you could be paying 100,000 a carat for that material right there. Perfect color change, perfect transparency.
Yeah.
It simply doesn't get any better. You can see why the dealers at Tucson were saying this is ranked potentially to be the best garnet ever. Okay, they're saying that potentially by the end of this decade, this is going to be the garnet that everyone is talking about. Bigger than Sapphire garnet. And also remember that this, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the only or few color change gems in the world that will actually give you that 100% clean change.
And it is, and it's gone. I tell you what, you must, without a shadow of a doubt. Now this piece was 13, we'd already nearly sold out of it. Please, 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 can you hurry to the phones though? It is your chance. We can't miss out on this opportunity. I need you to understand that we've only got a few of these remaining in our stocks. Please be as quick as you can, guys, because this is just sell out. It's a sellout show. Pauline, Julie, Suzanne. There's so many people there. Wiltshire, Malcolm, we've got Ayrshire, Cambridgeshire. There's so many. Rachel, I don't know what to say. Lynn, West Midlands. We've got Collector, Greater London, and Gagenda, one of my big regulars.
Can I say something to everyone at home? Right? If at home maybe you haven't got into the world of phenomena gemstones, maybe you're looking to add something new to your collection. Maybe you're looking to maybe veer off your usual path, as it were. There's no other gemstone that I would recommend more than this right here.
Nope.
When you actually see how this gemstone looks when you get it out into the sunlight, compared to maybe Valentine's Day in a couple of days when you're going out for that lovely dinner, right? Let me tell you now, you are going to be blown away with what Mother Nature can do, but more importantly, you are going to be so far ahead of the game when it comes to owning the best.
Do you know what? This is the best at £149. Graham and Jacqueline. It is Valentine's Day next Friday, right? She's asking, where's she going? Okay, now this one, I can say, this is and it is phenomena, gemstones. But obviously as collectors, as connoisseurs, people who've been perhaps, collecting for a few years, you probably won't, colour change like this you'll have seen maybe with pave, micro pave set jewellery, but you genuinely will not have seen these big stones. Look at this. It literally is like Jekyll and Hyde, like Romeo and Juliet. Right. It's literally like black and white. It's yin and yang. It goes bright, bright, bright red. I want to see that all day long. Let's go from green. Let's go from green. We go from green to red. Woohoo! This is awesome. Isn't it brilliant?
I'm so happy. It makes you so happy. It is. It's ridiculous.
It's awesome, right?
It goes, but again, Ange, right? Let's get out of our bubble here, right? We have rarity.
You love doing this, don't you?
Right?
Piercing that bubble.
Let's just come out of this, because what do you pay in the real world to own this? To get that gorgeous color tone, to get that color change, to get this clarity and size as well. Let's just stop back and think about the sizes that we have for you here today, okay? Huge, massive, as big as it gets. The finest crystallization.
Yeah. Oh, obviously, and it must go without saying, but we have just 24 people, and that is it. There will be a wish list created, we know that. 23 available, down to 22, down to 21. I'm not going to count them all out, but you will get the idea. That I will say there are some names here that are coming into this show that I know are some of my longest standing customers, but also people who have got a serious collection behind them. People who have really bought some belters over the years. This is colour change. It comes from the southern part of Madagascar. It's got the most, look, I could just watch this all day long. Isn't it just incredible? And all three of them, gem quality. Oh, and the other tiny thing is, you know that there's absolutely no magician act with this. You know this is natural. This happens. I mean, how clever is Mother Nature?
Mother Nature is amazing. I mean, the way in which she can choose to reflect and absorb certain colors is amazing. And that's since the chemicals in this, it's that vanadium and chromium that allows this gemstone to absorb that incandescent light and say, look, I'm going to absorb all the red and I'm going to show you what I can do with it. I mean, it's unbelievable that she can do that.
Do you know what? We have got so many people coming through. Barry, Barbara, Julie, we've got so many people. Rach, there's more than enough people to close the auction at this price, but I know she's not going to. I know she's not going to.
And let's name gemstones with vanadium as well. How much do you pay to own gemstones with vanadium?
Well, with the emeralds, Colombian emeralds, you give me a few grand kicking around.
Right. And this is what you're getting in this exact ring right here, in the exact ring that's going to come to you. You mentioned as well the colour matching, Ange. Colour matching, colour change gemstones. Oh my gosh. Takes colour matching to the next level. Take it to the next level.
And it's natural, so you can't turn up the dials on anything to make it match. You just work with what you've got, which in this case is perfection. We've got Graham, we've got Matthew, we've got Barbara, Julie, just every single person, £149 only. Imagine 3 massive Russian Alexandrites here. Imagine being, as we did say right at the beginning of Gems TV, buy them because they're going to sell out and then they'll be worth a fortune. You're at the same point with this gemstone right now. It's just gone berserk. Not only for this auction though, I must make this point. There is a lot of other auctions that are now actively selling because we've opened them all up. So pre-orders have gone absolutely doolally. I like the word doolally.
It's a nice word.
It's a nice word,
thank
you.
Word.
For £149, there's so many people there.
I'm telling you now, people will go doolally when they see what this gemstone can do. People will ask you exactly what you are wearing, okay? Let's try and compare this. We can't even begin to compare this with diamonds, with rubies, with emeralds, because, I mean, the rarity of this gemstone realistically is unknown. They have unknown quantities coming out of this mine on a monthly basis. They don't know how long this quality is going to last. You know why? Because it's brand new to the marketplace. This is a relatively unknown gemstone. And the price, I remind you, is already at close to $400 a carat.
Oh, I love it. Do the colour changing thing. I love it. It's the best bit. I could watch this all day.
Right?
Look at it.
Do you know what, Ange? I think if you were to own this gemstone, you'd just remove all the bulbs from your house and just have candles everywhere.
I'd be like, I'm visible only by candlelight, darling. Now, unfortunately, we have only got 18 available places. Toby and I are delighted to have you company.
Yes.
Oh, and by the way, sorry, there's shed loads of messages coming in. We're not ignoring you. We're not. It's just it's so busy on the phone lines, but we will read some of those messages as they come through. Don't worry. Completely natural, matching natural gemstones.
Garnets.
Difficult. Matching natural colour change.
Phenomenal
gemstones. And I mean, it's almost impossible task. It's like finding getting 2 fingerprints the same.
It certainly is. But let's also think about the king of colour change of garnets, the Sapphire garnet, right? I mean, that doesn't go clean. It grows with inclusions. Guess what, guys? Garnet doesn't grow clean. He likes to have inclusions. It's just what he's like, right? This goes against Mother Nature completely. Because if you come in close, if you look at close on the other shot there, you will notice the clarity of these pieces. They are absolutely 100% eye clean. You can even see the colour change there happening before we've even gone to the incandescent lighting.
It's like leaping off the edge.
He's just ready. He's just ready to go. He's just, let me go, please. And then this is what happens, right?
You know something? We got 13 pairs left in the whole of Gemporia Vault. You are lucky to have that little vault moment open for you on the back of Tucson, knowing what Lavienne have predicted for 2020, knowing what Vogue said this year about colour change gemstones, but in particular garnets. If you are born last month and you missed out and you've now got your birthday money to spend, this is your birthday gift. It's the rarest one you'll find.
Or gentlemen out there, Valentine's Day's around the corner. Let me tell you now, nothing is more special than this right here.
Or the price of £99. We've got two amazingly matched, natural, completely incredible pieces here, and that is night and day, that is yin and yang. Those are the two colours, and we've purposely kept the flames in shot so that you can see that is all it takes to make them change colour.
This rivals some of the most expensive gemstones that Mother Nature has to offer, naturally, without being enhanced, without even being touched. It comes out the ground, we cut it, and it rivals that of Alexandrite, some of the finest colour change gemstones on the planet. And you today, ladies, stud earrings. Stud earrings. I mean, my mother and sister do not stop going on about stud earrings. That's all they go on about. And here today, you get to own probably the rarest pair of stud earrings that are in the whole of the Gemporia vaults.
Now,
that's a statement right there.
It is a massive statement, and actually, this piece is a statement piece, and it is. Now, my director is very excited about showing you this. Without blowing his own trumpet, he is desperate to show you the colour change in this one, because it's just, I mean, there's a lot of it to show.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
This is an explosion. How? Holy mackerel.
Pull up a chair. My goodness, colour change, come on in. Look at it, it's so starkly obvious,
right?
Isn't it? It's not even something that you're kind of like, yeah, you can kind of sort of see that. No.
100% change.
Yeah, there is foam green on the left, there is scarlet red on the right. End of.
100% change. Again, Ange, we can bring you some of the finest colour change fluorite, some of the finest colour change sapphire.
Or museum grade Alexandrite.
Or museum grade Alexandrite as the better example. And you'd still not, wouldn't see a 100% change. And please, let's not get blasé again. Please. At the start, I said, just quickly, Ange, he said this, the guy that was vending this, that had this in Tucson, was saying this could potentially rival any gemstone in the world. Any gemstone in the world. And at Tucson, when you've got all those gems around you, I could see exactly what he was talking about. Absolutely. Because it just, I mean, there's nowhere we can go. Of all the places on this planet, there's nowhere we can go to find another example of this gemstone.
There are 12 in the world. I'm pretty
sure.
We had a lot more sizes. Have they all, obviously, they've all gone. Okay, so they've all been allocated. The sizes, however, we do still have just about clinging on is the medium NO and the medium large PQ. Now, that could go to Susan, Malcolm, Alison, Susan, Deborah, Vicky, Sandra, Jenny, Mandy, Julie. It might go to Texas. It has, for sure, gone to Kent. Definitely to Norfolk, definitely to Surrey, but there is just so many people waiting there. Oh, a little bit of fortuitous news. Someone swapped a size. So 1LM, it's not going to show.
All of this, if I can see it on screen, right? You'd be happy to get that.
Yep,
in gold, and look at what we are giving you here. In gold.
So much.
It takes the Michael. That's what it does.
Do you know what? We've got a lot of people waiting on the phone lines. Sandra, if you wouldn't mind checking out on the app, that would be marvellous. Vicky, you live in Yorkshire. All you need to do is the final part of the transaction, which is, of course, checking it out. Then we've got Gloucestershire bidder, that's our